For the first time in 2 weeks, the Wisconsin basketball team was back on the home floor. A Saturday afternoon matchup against the Milwaukee Panthers as the Badgers wrap up their tour of the other Division I teams in the state of Wisconsin. We'll check out some of the highlights from Saturday's tilt at the Kohl Center. We'll check in with Badgers freshman Tyler Wahl, get his thoughts on the first third of the first season for him as a Badger, and we'll have our weekly conversation with head coach Greg Gard. It's all coming up on the Badgers Sports Report.
Lives to King on the left side, probing, throws it back out to Trice with a shot clock down to 7. Trice out high, works off a high screen from Reavers. 3 in the air is good. There you go. You asked for it, you got it. Dimitri Trice with a triple to open up the scoring here this afternoon. Left wing jump for 2, no good. Rebound Nate Reavers. Offensive board for Reavers. Out to Trice on the left side. Bobs off a Reavers screen. Takes it off the right wing in the lane. Jump stop, up right hand, good. Dimitri Trice with 10 points here in this first half. Throwing to Reavers now. Nate right of the circle. Shot clock is at 10. A toss to Trice. High screen Reavers. Trice right lane line. There's that Xavier Simpson move again. Little half hook on the run. Dimitri Trice going glass. High screen Reavers. Kobe moves to his right. Hooks a pass to Reavers. Fakes the 3. Nate stops at the foul line. Feeds Davis in left corner. Out to Trice. Steps into the 3. Left of the circle. Booker. Dimitri Trice. His 4th triple today. Up to Davison on the left wing. Brad to the top of the arc, throwing to Trice. Open 3, right side. 29 for Dimitri Trice. Second free throw for Trice is good. 31 for Dimitri Trice, and the Badgers lead 81-64 with 1:50 remaining.
Rutgers was probably my worst game that I feel like I've ever played. But after that game, I got to go home and recoup kind of. Talk to my dad. Honestly, he's been on my back this whole season, really, and just getting in the gym and working on things that I feel like I could work on, and then regaining my confidence. And I feel like this week I've gotten up the most shots that I have in the past few months, I feel. So it just feels good to have the ball go through. I feel like last year I was more of a perimeter shooter, and that was about it. I never get in the lane, and then I feel like the coaches have definitely been on my back about getting into the lane and finding guys and creating my own shot from getting into the paint, and it just opened up for me tonight, and I took those shots.
This is Wisconsin basketball. Loose ball snapped up by King. Here's Kobe, goes to the goal, runs it up and in! Brevin Fritzel, his 4th from downtown. Strikes high, 4-3, Gard! Dimitri Trice again with a big shot. Davison for 3, tied in! Blocked by Reavers, out of bounds.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee proudly supports the Wisconsin Badgers. And UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
Ordering groceries online from Hy-Vee is easy, and how I save time, especially during the holidays. For me, it doesn't get any better. Hey, I'll pass the rolls.
Please pass the gravy.
I got you.
No. I'll do it.
Hy-Vee aisles online. We deliver to Mahomes and your home for the holidays.
Does anyone need a knife?
No.
They are the ones who found a way to isolate a single prostate cancer cell hidden amongst a billion healthy blood cells. The ones pioneering advanced genomic testing in order to create personalized treatment protocols. They are the ones you want to talk to when the diagnosis is prostate cancer. They are the physicians and healthcare professionals at UW Health and the Carbone Cancer Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Hi, this is Coach Greg Gard, inviting you to join the Badger Basketball Booster Club. As a member of the Booster Club, you will have the opportunity to participate in a variety of great events, including pregame chalk talks, golf outings, and an away game bus trip. The Boosters play a vital role in assisting our staff and student athletes through fundraising and sponsorship. For additional information on joining the club, please call 608-265-6161. There's no better way to show your support than to join the Badger Basketball Boosters.
The Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or L Directors Cup on Twitter. Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
And number 11, Micah Potter.
Start to come to their feet, parts of the Kohl Center, as Micah Potter makes his long-awaited Wisconsin Badgers debut. He will attempt his first free throw as a Badger. This is a 1-and-1. The first free throw is good. He earns the bonus. And Micah Potter in the scoring column now for Wisconsin. With the ball is Brad Davis on the left side, drives on Roy, off the wing, feeds Potter low on the right, and Micah will finish. First field goal for Potter as a Badger. He now has 4 points. A couple of free throws a few minutes ago. Double team, out to Brad, and his pass knocked away by Roy. Davison dives to the floor, tapped it to Anderson. Boy, Milwaukee really turning it up in the half-court D. Shot clock at 8. Anderson near half-court to the left-hand dribble. Trevor top of the circle, 5 to shoot. Anderson inside. Potter catches, slam dunk. Micah Potter with the punch. Oh, and a sweet look from Trevor inside. 38-37 Wisconsin. Wide pass, nice snag by Trevor with 7 on the shot clock. Anderson left of the circle, feeds Pritzel, fakes the 3 left corner, drives off the wing, drops to the Potter, low on the left, slam dunk. Micah Potter with 12 in his Badgers debut, 83-64 Wisconsin.
Finally. I don't know. I was just trying to keep calm because there was a lot of, obviously there was some jitters going on. And I was just trying to stay focused on what I had to do, and that was, play hard and play physical and play smart. Luckily, I think it was Brad, dished an easy one off to me, so I get going a little bit, get in the rhythm, see one go in the hoop. But that was it. I was just finally, I was super excited to play when I got out on the floor, and the ovation that I got was pretty cool too. It kind of got me excited to play.
He mentioned it after the game. He said, "Coach, I got to slow down," and that's to be expected. It's been a while, and I knew he was excited about today. But he brought physical presence. He rebounded well, screened well, and we'll continue to work to get him to acclimate. But glad to have him.
He was a little jittery at first, but that was a little bit expected, I think. But honestly, his overall energy is the biggest thing that we're gonna be harping on from him, and I think that he brings just his great vibe and great energy to the team, and his vocal leadership is a big thing for him, and I feel like it's going to be great to have another big for us in the game, maybe moving Nate to the 4 a little bit with Mike at the 5, and just somebody that can grind in the post and somebody else that we can throw it into.
It was fun to see him finally get to play. I know he's been waiting for a long time, but he's a lot high energy. He runs the floor really well, and that's something that Coach always talks about, is getting that first guy down there really helps us set up our offense. And just another big body and another guy that can just really play, and we're going to need him come Big Ten play.
My biggest thing is, I think, as Meach said, is just energy, consistent energy, play hard all the time, using my voice to be able to help on defense and on offense, and rebounding and playing physical. I know with Nate, without me in there, it's been tough for him at times, just getting tired and all that kind of stuff, and it's always hard to play when you've got limited bigs. So being able to help them out inside, bang inside, finish inside, rebound the ball, and just have lots of energy and have fun doing it. We kind of fit each other pretty well, I think. I think I'm a little bit more of a banger. And Nate is really good facing up and getting to the hoop, from the perimeter and all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying he's not a good post player, because obviously he had lots of good post moves today, but just he's really good at facing up and doing that kind of jump shots really smooth, all that kind of stuff. So I think being able to balance each other out, maybe having us play at the same time, him play on the floor, get him on the perimeter more, where he's that's kind of his bread and butter. And I think we'll feed off of each other really well, and it'll be a mismatch nightmare.
And also, I didn't play him together today, but that is something that possibly will come, or will come, not possibly, it will come down the road. I've done it in practice, but today the matchups, and I also felt that we were just going to walk before we run with Micah. Let's just get him out there, and just with Nate, or just with one of the other 4s, either
Aleem or Tyler.
This is where great things happen, where technology and discovery beautifully intertwine with compassion and care, where patients with the most serious of conditions come for the most successful of treatments. This is where you'll find some of the brightest minds in medicine, changing people's lives for the better. This is UW Health. And yes, this is where great things happen. UW Health. Remarkable.
Ordering groceries online from Hy-Vee is easy, and how I save time. Especially during the holidays. For me, it doesn't get any better. Hey, I'll pass the rolls.
Please pass the gravy.
I got you.
No. I'll do it.
Hy-Vee aisles online. We deliver to Mahomes and your home for the holidays.
Does anyone need a knife?
No.
Back out to Trice up top. Demetric Trice, he's against Darius Roy. A screen from Reavers, stop and go dribble. Trice runs it up and in with the right hand, going glass. And Pat Baldwin needs an early timeout. Trevor looks, throws it into Pritzl. He'll catch it. He lets fly a three and sticks it from the left corner, right off the bench. Pritzl flips one through from the left corner, and it's 14-10 Wisconsin. He'll throw to Ford high on the left. Brown defending. A pass now for Anderson. Baseline left, got by Lucas. Now on the heavy traffic inside. Trevor low on the left, able to finish. Outside right is Pritzl. He'll flip to Trice, left wing, bounces to Ford. He'll try a three straight away. He'll nail it. Aleem Ford, his first bucket. 27-25, the Panthers. 7:50 left in the first half. Trice right of the circle, throws to Wahl, left of the wheel. Bounce pass to opposing Reavers. Left shoulder turned up and in with the right hand. Wilborn went down, trying to draw the contact. Here comes Josh Thomas, 6'4", 205, junior out of Chicago. Simeon High School. Thomas right of the lane, goes through the paint. Low on the left, shot blocked by Reavers. Thomas gets it back off the left block. Wants to try Reavers again. Low on the right, blocked again by Reavers, who tapped it to Pritzl. Two rejections from Nate Reavers, and here's Trice. Left side of the front court, top of the circle, feeds Nate. 4-3, left side, good! Oh, that's a sweet 30 seconds, brought to you by Nate Reavers. 2 blocks and a triple. Reset the floor, Demetric Trice up top. Flips it back to Ford, sends to Trice. Good look at a three, good from the left wing. Third triple of this first half for Demetric Trice. Davison, little 3-on-3. Davison feeds King, flips it back to Brad, right of the circle. Finds Reavers running down the lane. He'll catch and finish. Good hustle from Nate, and he was rewarded. 53-46 Wisconsin. Panthers gave the Badgers a pretty good push. Pretty good showing for Patrick Baldwin's team. But Wisconsin too much, breaking it open in the second half, as Wisconsin gets win number 6 on the season.
A little basketball talk here as the Badgers move through the month of December. A couple of more non-conference games before the Big Ten schedule resumes. The Badgers will be on the road Saturday afternoon down in Knoxville against Tennessee Volunteers, and then a New Year's Eve matchup, 6 o'clock on December 31st against Rider. And I know, Greg, we've talked, I think maybe on your last show, but certainly in the radio show as well, we talked, the home road, the differential there. I don't think you're alone. I think we're seeing that throughout the Big Ten, throughout college basketball. But you referenced on your radio show earlier in the week about a tough stretch that a team has had when you and Coach Ryan and that group first got here in 01 and 02, and I think of 4 years ago when you took over the program. Any common ground there that you can look back as a coach, you and when you talk with your staff and say, okay, we didn't panic in those years. Here's what we did. Anything there that can help you
I think what you bring up right there is stay the course, and whether it was years where, I think we had a year where we lost 6 in a row in conference play back in the, 2009, 2010, somewhere in there. But the method, you don't change in terms of make wholesale changes what you're doing. You try to get better at the things that make you good and sharpen up those areas. But I think the biggest thing is you stay the course, you trust what you're doing and who you're doing it with, and try to get better. I mean, that's really the whole goal here of going through a non-conference season. Every time we step on the floor, every day in practice, let's value this day and let's get the most out of it and march forward. And there's been a multitude, as any team can tell you, that goes through it. Every season's a journey, and there's bumps at different times, and it's how you respond to those and get through those that end up helping you write the story at the end.
It always seemed too, Greg, that the common ground is that you guys as coaches, you do everything you can, you say what needs to be said, but players, leaders on the team, they kind of take that ownership in the locker room, don't they?
They do, and usually that's what gets you through those things. The players find a way, grow, mature, adapt, figure things out. There's nothing magical usually we say or any magical drill. It's a matter of just walking through that and helping those players go through that.
And we mentioned this in your last show too, you're in the semester break right now, so it's basketball only. The schedule, this will be the only time you'll have it this year, it's almost football-like, where you have the Milwaukee game on the 21st, the following Saturday against Tennessee. It obviously picks up soon thereafter, but there is a chance, you guys are always looking at yourselves, but there's a chance to do some Badgers versus Badgers before you get into your prep for the next opponent.
Right, and we'll do more of that, obviously, if we get some more time here in between. Finals obviously wrapping up, and they'll have a couple days at home with the holidays that they'll be able to get with their families. But as we come back and go into that stretch prior to Tennessee, prior to Ryder, and then getting ready back into the Big Ten play, you're right, where classes are all wrapped up, and hopefully everybody did well and made it through finals. I think everybody was pleased with what happened, but it is a chance to, there's no class right now for a good month or so, so it's basketball is the class that's going to happen every day.
Absolutely. I remember when Stu Jackson was a coach here, we always talk about how coaches are concerned about how players, what their mindset is like going into finals, but he mentioned, hey man, that first game out of finals too, you really got to watch these guys. And I hadn't thought a whole lot of that until the early 90s, but that's real, isn't it?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, and that was always when I was doing the scheduling for back when Coach Ryan was here, that was always a big concern, was what we were doing right before finals, that game leading into finals, and what was happening right after. We have conference games now plugged in around there, specific on the front end of it. And you can tell, that mental fatigue starts to set in, that wear and tear of late nights, of pressure deadlines, those type of things. You can definitely tell. And then there's, like I said, that exit out of that time, and right before the holidays, making sure our minds are on the right thing and finishing out the, this portion before we get through the holidays the right way here at home.
Well, the other thing you're doing too, and it's not right after finals, but you're having a tricky road trip, as was the case last year when you went into Western Kentucky, which Big Ten teams just usually don't do. Right. But you're going to Tennessee. I checked some of the other Big Ten games going on, and certainly no one's having a big boy game on the road. I think Ohio State is home with West Virginia, but this is a home and home, good test for both. I know Tennessee comes here to open next season, but that's another Badgers going outside the box here a little bit.
Yeah, we have. We've gotten a little more aggressive with that, and some of it more than the norm maybe, but it'll be good because it's a really good team. Obviously, Rick has done a great job there in building that program and getting it up on its feet and going again. So it'll be a heck of a test for us, and warm up to. We'll have Ryder when we come back here, but then we're jumping back into Ryder's good. I mean, watching them a little bit, their scores. It's what these guys come here for. We could easily, make it a lot softer, but we've taken the little more vigorous route, and hopefully in the long run it pays off.
You're right about Ryder. Touch on those guys for next week's show, but I looked at their scores, and there's a lot of points up. They will get up there. The Tennessee game, I know they had probably an aberration last week when they went on the road to Cincinnati. That's not the aberration. What was UC hit a lot of shots because they kind of grind you, don't this Tennessee outfit, and they are hard to make shots against.
They are. Defensively, they're really good. You watch their averages, and we'll make a deeper dive as we get closer to the game, but they are definitely the 78 I think they gave up against Cincinnati is way outside the box of what normally has been, but you never know. They're going through finals. Cincinnati's a hard place to play. Tennessee's challenged themselves too. They've played some pretty tough games, and I think with the same thought in mind, like we got to prepare ourselves for league play and what happens thereafter.
All right, Badgers heading down to Knoxville for a 12:30 tip Central Time, Wisconsin, and the Tennessee Volunteers. Coach returns in a few minutes with the question of the week. Stick around.
There is a boy who likes tractors and trains, a boy whose heart was far too strained. He was sick, you see, with a heart that broke. His heart needed fixing, his family needed hope. Enter our doctors with their newfangled tests. Enter our teams whose care is the best. Healthy and happy, the little boy's back, playing with tractors and trains on his track. UW Health and the American Family Children's Hospital. Remarkable.
Hi, this is Coach Greg Gard, inviting you to join the Badger Basketball Booster Club. As a member of the Booster Club, you will have the opportunity to participate in a variety of great events, including pregame chalk talks, golf outings, and an away game bus trip. The Boosters play a vital role in assisting our staff and student athletes through fundraising and sponsorship. For additional information on joining the club, please call 608-265-6161. There's no better way to show your support than to join the Badger Basketball Boosters.
Reavers posting up inside. Davison with the basketball, swings it around left side to Pritzel. 11 to shoot on the shot clock. Inside to Wahl on the left block. Dips underneath, and he got it to go off the glass against Jackson Davis.
Nice little fake, a little right-hand hook, and stepped under, and nice little easy left-hander.
Now left side, King gives it to Wahl, working against Jackson Davis. Backing him in. Reverse layup goes for Tyler Wahl. What a move from the freshman.
Tyler Wahl sounds wise beyond his years.
I just want to get better every single day and do whatever it is to help this team win games.
But despite his sage remarks, the freshman's college career started like most others.
Foul called on Wahl.
First couple minutes of my first game where I was kind of juiced up and all antsy and not really present in the moment of being in a college basketball game, but after the first couple minutes went by, I turned into just a normal basketball game.
Since then, Wahl has been anything but normal.
Mr. Wahl, good look at a three, left side, book it.
You're one of those pups every litter that comes out and you just know it's like, okay, he's got some intangibles. He's got potential to be very special.
On the lane to the rim, slam dunk. Tyler Wahl with authority.
He brings so much energy off the bench, and he's a guy that's hungry. You can tell he's hungry, he wants to be out there, he has something to prove every single time.
And he's proven himself every single time, which is why he's played in every single game.
Finds a back-cutting Tyler Wahl, slam dunk.
He's trying to learn, he's trying to get better, and that's what we see. As a coach, you love to coach those type of players.
Good and after offensive rebounds and diving on the floor, making plays that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but true basketball people really recognize and appreciate.
Rebound back tap from Wahl to Anderson.
His coaches appreciate that too.
Left side book it. First points for Tyler Wahl this afternoon.
As they see big things coming for Wahl.
Sky's the limit for him.
For the Badger Sports Report, I'm Eric Ryla.
Hi, this is Coach Greg Gard, inviting you to join the Badger Basketball Booster Club. As a member of the Booster Club, you will have the opportunity to participate in a variety of great events, including pregame chalk talks, golf outings, and an away game bus trip. The Boosters play a vital role in assisting our staff and student athletes through fundraising and sponsorship. For additional information on joining the club, please call 608-265-6161. There's no better way to show your support than to join the Badger Basketball Boosters.
The Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or L Directors Cup on Twitter. Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
Time for our question of the week, and it comes from Rick up in Rhinelander, taking a break from the snowmobiling. I'm assuming the trails are open, but he wants to know, Coach, my 10-year-old son loves basketball. What's the best piece of advice he can pass along?
Oh, Rick, thanks for your question. I think the one thing is, I even tell my own kids, one thing I ask them before they walk out of the door for a game, make sure you have fun. So I think that would be, you know, fundamentals can never be taken for granted. Try to do things at ball handling, shooting, things that are fun to work on, but keep it very fundamental. It's a simple game, sometimes gets very complicated. From the outside, people try to make it complicated, but I think the number one thing, make sure it's fun. Keep it, it's a game for a reason. and make sure the fun stays involved.
Yeah, that's excellent advice. You're right. It is a game. It's supposed to be fun, right? Thank you for your question. The Badgers on the road Saturday afternoon. Final road trip before Big Ten play begins, and that'll also begin on the road once again in early January. But Badgers and the Tennessee Vols this Saturday at 12:30 down in Knoxville. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
Ordering groceries online from Hy-Vee is easy, and how I save time, especially during the holidays. For me, it doesn't get any better. Hey, I'll pass the rolls.
Please pass the gravy.
I got you.
No. I'll do it.
Hy-Vee aisles online. We deliver to Mahomes and your home for the holidays.
Does anyone need a knife?
They are the ones who found a way to isolate a single prostate cancer cell hidden amongst a billion healthy blood cells. The ones pioneering advanced genomic testing in order to create personalized treatment protocols. They are the ones you want to talk to when the diagnosis is prostate cancer. They are the physicians and healthcare professionals at UW Health and the Carbone Cancer Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Progress is an endless challenge. Here at the University of Wisconsin, we're a community of innovators in constant motion. We think on our feet, connect with each other, and hit our stride, pushing past limits. Progress is an endless challenge, but it is only those up to the challenge who change the game.